I had slept rather sound in my northeastern bed, while visions of pipe organs danced in my head. I woke up to a beautiful view overlooking the Merrimack River. Today I was excited to go check out an instrument in the town of Wayland, Massachusetts. I was admiring the brick buildings in the area just before hitting the road. Before heading to Wayland, however, this morning had another treat in store for me. For our first stop of the day, we headed to the city of Lawrence. I was going to get my own personal tour of the Andover Organ Company. There's something magical about walking into the birthplace of a pipe organ. To think that all of the rudimentary materials will soon be formed and crafted into a work of such beautiful complexity is truly awe-inspiring. The Andover Organ Company was established in 1948, which means that they celebrate their 70th year of organ building this year. Andover has done much by way of preserving and restoring historic instruments, as well as building new historically informed instruments. They have built 118 new organs to date, and have renovated or restored over 500 older instruments. Today I got to meet a handful of the Andover organ family: Matthew Bellocchio, who was giving me the tour, Andover's president, Benjamin McGew, Donald Glover, who specializes in voicing, Jonathan Ross, who would give me a tour later today, and Andover's treasurer and clerk, Michael Eaton. I got to see some of the renovation and restoration projects that were underway.
This is called Works in a Drawer.
Works in a drawer. Keyboard slides out. Hideaway music stand.
Voila.
Foot pumps. What year?
1840.
I saw another instrument that looked familiar. The pipe organ twin of the portative organ in Cochrane Chapel at Phillips Academy. Here's 8 foot. 4 foot. And the 2 foot. Organ building is a convergence of many demanding disciplines, such as engineering, metallurgy, woodworking, architecture, acoustics, tonal training, music theory, music history, worship traditions, and in today's world, computers and digital technology. It involves the merging of structural integrity with artistic beauty and craftsmanship. It involves an understanding of more than 700 years of organ history across several continents and countless cultures and traditions. It is a most formidable and demanding profession, but it is also one which can yield a sense of great satisfaction, especially once a new instrument is completed.
This is the pipe shop. Where we wash and repair and make pipes occasionally. Slide tuner alley. This end is the pipe hospital.
Ooh, what happened to this guy? It's all scrunched up.
This is our back, we'll call our back 40.
They were also working on rebuilding an early 19th century 3-manual Hook and Hastings organ.
That's all out of the cornet.
Okay.
Which is all right. Yeah. So the thought was to take parts of that Dolce cornet, which is, this is the 12th, and cut it down, make it into a 2-foot, rescale it so that it scales bigger as it goes up, turn it into a flute.
I also got to see another very interesting rank out of another older organ.
SD company in particular would build a small organ out in the sticks somewhere.
Yeah.
And reeds can sometimes be a little cranky, so they would come up with really sizzly string and call it an oboe. You know, that would be not an unpleasant solo stop. Well, this particular method works really well for strings because this string has got lots of harmonic in it anyway. You know, on Thursday.
See, this extends the air column. So
It tricks the pipe into thinking it's twice as long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Particularly strings do tend to work very well with them. So they're not uncommon in new organs to see them used on, say, 16-foot violons or 32-foots.
yeah.
Even, just from a space-saving perspective.
Okay. Oh, that's great. I caught a ride with John Ross to go check out one of Andover's newest instruments. The town of Wayland, Massachusetts was first settled in 1638. It was a farming town formerly known as East Sudbury. The church we were headed to see is the home of worship to the First Parish in Wayland. This Unitarian congregation was first organized in 1640. This building, completed in 1815, was the fifth structure to house the congregation. I got to see the historic carriage sheds where members once parked their horse-drawn rigs each Sunday. As we headed into the chapel, John explained to me how this instrument had replaced an earlier organ up in the loft.
So the natural place for it to go is in the middle. But they wanted to see the window. The previous organ had blocked it. It really does open up the light of that space. You know, it makes the whole space look, the whole balcony feels lighter and brighter with that window being available.
We headed up for John to give me a closer tour.
So essentially what we have is the open diapason is split between the facades. And so the base of the open diapason up to middle C or so is split between the two facades. Layout-wise, all of the grate is over here. All of the swell is over there, aside from the open diapason. And then the sides of the organ case make up the largest notes of 16 foot. Putting these in the side is a means of maximizing space. And also it looks nice.
Yeah, that really does look nice.
We've got the blower and the electronics are in here. The wind is coming, it draws from the main room. Very simple electronics. Nothing too fancy here. There are reservoirs under each side, and the chests have swimmers. So the reservoirs feed the pedal, and then the swimmers for the two chests.
John also showed me how the manuals were tracker action, and the pedal was electric. Welcome to the Andover Opus 118. And I just have to show you this. I love how that's etched in with the gold leaf overlay in the console. So we've got two manuals, pedal board, swell pedal, and the manuals only go up to an A at the top. Over here is our grate division, couplers, and on this side we have the swell, and below it there's our pedal. Let's go ahead and sample the grate. Here's our 8-foot open diapason. 8-foot chimney flute. 4-foot octave. 2 2/3. Here's our 12th. The 15th, our 2-foot. And then this mixture is prepared. It doesn't exist yet in there, but it's prepared for if it's installed. So coming over to the other side, here's the swell. We have our 8-foot stop diapason. Here's a string, 8-foot solitional. And here's what it sounds like together with 8-foot stop diapason. Here's Here's our 4-foot flute. Two-foot principal. And here's the reed on the instrument, the 8-foot oboe. Let's sample the tremolo. So how about we do stop diapason with the oboe and then the tremolo. So that's nice. And down to the pedal. 16-foot subas. Eight-foot flute. And finally, the 4-foot choral bass. There's the pedal. And here's a sampling of the principal chorus. Time now for some sampling by way of playing. There it is. Another beautifully crafted New England instrument, which I had a great time playing on. So, until I see you next time, have fun at the console.